Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are going to talk about something that controls almost everything around us, force and friction. Don't worry, this is going to be easy, fun, and not boring at all. Let's go. First of all, what is force? Force is simply an interaction between two objects that can change motion. In very simple words, force is a push or a pull. When you push a door to open it, that's force. When you pull your bag towards you, that's force. Force can make an object move, stop, speed up, slow down, or even change direction. So yes, force is everywhere, even when you're scrolling this video. Now let's talk about a very interesting force, friction. Friction is a force that happens when two surfaces rub against each other. Think of friction as a tiny enemy of motion. It always says, hey, don't move so easily. Because of friction, things don't slide freely everywhere. If there was no friction, walking would turn into skating, and life would become very dangerous. There are 4 types of friction. Let's understand them one by one. First, static friction. Static friction acts when an object is not moving but is touching a surface. It stops the object from starting to move. For example, look at a book kept on a table. It doesn't move on its own, right? That's because static friction is holding it in place like a security guard saying, no movement without permission. Next comes sliding friction. Sliding friction acts when one object slides over another. Imagine you push that book across the table. Now it starts moving, but slowly. Why? Because sliding friction is resisting the motion and saying, I won't let you slide so easily. That resistance you feel, that's sliding friction. Now let's roll into the next one, literally rolling friction. Rolling friction occurs when a round object rolls over a surface, like a ball or a wheel. For example, when a bowling ball rolls on a bowling lane. Even though it looks smooth, both surfaces have tiny bumps that rub against each other and create friction. Rolling friction is less than sliding friction, which is why we use wheels. Imagine dragging a suitcase without wheels. Nightmare. Wheels make life easier. Now the last type, fluid friction. Fluid friction happens when an object moves through a fluid like air or water. When you stick your hand out of a moving car, the air pushes back. That's fluid friction. A very good example is a parachute. When the parachute opens, air resistance increases and slows the person down. The air acts like an invisible cushion. Thank you, physics. Now let's talk about the most powerful force that keeps us on Earth. Gravity. Gravity is a force that pulls objects towards each other. It's the reason why things fall down instead of flying up. Drop an apple, and it falls to the ground. Why? Because the Earth says, come here. That pulling force is gravity. Gravity has some very special properties. First, gravity attracts. It always pulls objects towards each other. The bigger the object, the stronger the pull. Second, gravity is universal. That means gravity exists everywhere in the universe. According to the universal law of gravitation, every object in the universe attracts every other object, no matter how big or small. Yes, even you are attracting your friend sitting next to you. Don't worry, the force is very small. Third, gravity is a non-contact force. That means objects don't need to touch to experience gravity. When a ball falls down, the Earth is pulling it even before it touches the ground. And finally, gravity grounds us. Gravity pulls us towards the center of the Earth and keeps us standing on the ground. Without gravity, we'd all be floating around like astronauts. Fun to imagine, but very difficult to attend school. So remember, force is a push or pull. Friction resists motion. Gravity keeps us grounded and safe on Earth. If this explanation helped you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video. Until then, keep learning and stay curious.